everybody, it's Paige and welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. Today's video is incredibly exciting, and that is because we are going to be talking about the brand new Ice Queen collection from Blinged brushes. You guys may have seen this collection over on Instagram, but today I'm going to be showing you guys how I use each brush, give you guys my thoughts, and of course show off how beautiful they are. I also wanted to give a super special thank you to Blinged Brushes for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. It is an absolute honor to get to work with Blinged Brushes on this video. I was so excited when I heard that they were coming out with a new collection. Every time they come out with a new collection, they sell out so fast, so make sure you guys set your alarms so that you don't miss it. The collection launches this Friday, December 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern, so I will post reminders when the collection goes live, but set your alarm just in case you don't want to miss it. Trust me, when you see these brushes, I know I haven't even shown them yet, but just trust me, you're not gonna wanna miss this drop. Here we have the 13-piece Ice Queen collection from Blinged Brushes. I just want you guys to take a minute and appreciate the beauty that is this set. So with the Ice Queen collection, Blinged Brushes is launching a 13-piece brush set that includes 5 face brushes as well as 8 eye brushes. They're also launching this beautiful makeup bag that is so sparkly and stunning. It is covered with blue glitter and it has a smooth glossy finish, so the sparkles are not going anywhere. It's the perfect size bag that's gonna fit the entire brush set, as well as additional makeup products in here. This is literally the perfect makeup bag. I am obsessed with it. I really hope the camera is picking up how gorgeous and sparkly this bag is. It has the Blinged Brushes logo right here in silver along with silver hardware, and it's just stunning. There's no other word to describe this other than stunning. This collection is going to be available in sets as well as singles, so I'm gonna go over all of that with you now, as well as pricing. This is gonna be a lot of information, so again, it will be listed in the description box for you guys so you can reference it at any time. So again, the collection will be available in sets and singles, as are all of their collections. The sets and bundles are definitely gonna save you a little bit more money, and you guys can also use code Paige for 10% off. So the entire collection, including the 13-piece brush set and the cosmetic bag, is going to retail for $150, but again, with my code, you'll save 10%, which brings it down to $135. The 13-piece brush set retails for $138. The 8-piece eye brush set retails for $72, and the 5-piece face brush set retails for $70. The cosmetic bag alone retails for $18. And then the single brushes are gonna retail anywhere from $14 to $30 each. Now I'm gonna quickly go through the names of each brush in the collection, and then we'll hop into the demo where you guys can see the brushes in action, how I use them, and how they perform. First up, we have the F51, which is the large powder brush. Next, we have the F52, which is the round kabuki brush. Then we have the F53, which is the large fan brush. Next, we have the F54, which is the angled cheek brush. And then we have the F55, which is the flat top contour brush. And this is the entire 5-piece face brush set. Next, we have the E51, which is the large tapered blending brush. The E52, which is the medium tapered blending brush. Next, we have the E53, which is the precision blending brush. The E54 is the packer brush. The E55 is the precision pencil crease brush. The E56 is the smudger brush. The E57 is the angled liner and brow brush. And then the E58 is a spoolie. And that is the complete 8-piece eye brush set. I'm gonna show you guys how all of the brushes fit into the cosmetic bag. So we have the entire 13-piece brush set in here, and you can see how much space is left over. I actually have a few products sitting here. So we've got foundation, we've got powder, we've got bronzer, blush, setting spray, highlighter, lip gloss, mascara, primer, concealer, brow products, We can even fit our eye primer in here. So we have an entire face of makeup in this bag, along with the entire 13-piece brush set. So that just shows how much you can fit in here. The last thing that I wanted to do before the demo was read the description of this collection to you guys because it is so cute. So it says, this collection is chillingly beautiful. Each brush is handcrafted with thousands of shimmering ice blue crystals and topped with plush snow-capped bristles. This set features every tool you need to slay, as in like Santa slay, to slay your makeup this holiday season. Let me know which brush from this collection you are most excited about in the comments down below, and let's go ahead and get into the demo. So it is time to start using these brushes. I already have primer, foundation, and concealer on, so I'm gonna start by setting my face with powder. I am going in with the F52, which is the round Kabuki brush. I'm going to be using this to set my under eyes with some loose powder. I like this brush because it's a little bit denser than some other powder brushes, so I feel like this is perfect for setting the under eye area. So I'm going to take that and just tap the powder on my under eye. This is where I tend to crease the most, so I like to use this brush to pack on the powder where I crease, and then I'll use the larger powder brush to set the rest of my face. This brush is also great to apply blush and bronzer as well. The size and shape of it is just perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my T-zone as well, because again, this is just where I get the most shiny. Now I'm gonna take the F51, which is the large powder brush, and I'm gonna use this to dust some powder over the rest of my face. Again, I feel like the size and shape of this is perfect. It's not too big, but it also gives you enough coverage when applying powder to make your makeup application go by quicker. I also love that it's wider this way than it is this way, and it's super fluffy, applies powder so well. For bronzer, I'm actually gonna go in with the round Kabuki brush again, and I'm gonna use this baked bronzer. So we're just going to swirl the brush, tap the excess off, and then I'm going to use this to apply my bronzer. I am gonna go for more of a sculpted look, so I'm gonna be using the contour brush in a little bit, but just for my base, I'm going to use this to add some warmth and color because we're looking a little pale right now. You can use this brush to stipple like this, or you can use it to buff in the product as well. It just adds such a smooth finish, again, because it is a bit of a denser brush. So you can buff like this to add pigment, or you can stipple or do a combination of both, which is what I tend to do. Next, I'm gonna use the F55, which is the flat top contour brush. This is a super unique brush, and it kind of reminds me of a flat top foundation brush. I'm sure you could use this for that, but it's in the shape of a contour brush, so I feel like this would be fantastic for applying cream contour. I'm definitely gonna have to try that out, but I feel like this is literally the perfect brush for that. I'm actually just gonna go back into my bronzer, and we're going to pick up some product like so, and then I'm going to focus this right in the hollows of my cheeks. Again, we're going for more of that like chiseled high cheekbone look today, so I am layering layering my bronzer a bit. This again is the perfect size to get right in the hollow of your cheekbone. So here you can see the difference of the chiseled cheek compared to just bronzer. So if you want to take your makeup there, this is the brush you need to do it. You can also use this for nose contour, which isn't something that I take too seriously, so I like that this is like super easy to use. So just do a little down the sides, underneath here, just like that, and you're good to go. Next, we have the F54, which is a classic angled cheek brush. I can't do my makeup without one of these, so I'm going to tap into my blush here and just apply that to my cheeks. Again, you can use angled brushes for literally anything, but my typical go-to is angled brush for blush. But again, you can use this to apply your bronzer or contour if that's your thing. But again, these brushes are literally so soft. They apply blush so well. Like I like don't even need a mirror. That's when you know a brush is good, when you can apply it without looking in a mirror. You gotta have trust and faith in your brushes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows, and luckily we have a spoolie in this brush set, so I'm gonna go ahead and comb through my brows to get them ready. I'm also using a potted brow product so that we can try out the angled liner and brow brush as well. I'm not a huge liquid liner person, but these angled brushes are perfect for applying gel liners, even powder. I will, if I do a winged look, most of the time it's with powder, and this is the type of brush that I'm using, but I also like to use these for these potted eyebrow products as well. So I'm going to tap into my brow pomade, cream, whatever you want to call it. Then I'm gonna evenly coat the brush, so I'm just gonna swipe back and forth like this, and then I will apply that directly to my brow. And I do already have pretty full brows, so I just kind of like to even them out and fill out the tails of my brows, because that's where I have the most like asymmetry. So these brushes are super thin and precise, so you can even do like hair like brow strokes if you want. I tend to just kind of go along the edge to, again, make my eyebrows a little bit more symmetrical and then fill them in. You could also use this brush to clean up your brows with concealer if you prefer a sharper eyebrow look. Now for highlighter, I'm going to be using the F53, which is the large fan brush. This, again, multi-use brush. You can use it for highlighter, blush, bronzer, powder, whatever you want. I'm gonna be using this with my highlighter today, so I'm just gonna take the side of it like this, tapping into my highlighter. When I use these larger highlight brushes, I like to use a little bit more of a natural highlight, just because it kind of gives a more overall glow. Like, it just buffs in and makes your skin look so glowy and beautiful, as opposed to like a precision highlighter. So I like to take a little bit more natural. I mean, this isn't, you know, it's a blinding highlight still. It's natural for me. So again, you can kind of just buff that in on the side. Again, I like to use the edge of the brush there and just kind of go in circular motions, and then you get a nice, just like even layer of highlight, and it hits all the right places. So again, no highlight versus highlight. So I'm just going to take this, kind of go in little circular back and forth motions, and then you have a highlighter in all of the right places. Then I'm gonna take the fan brush straight on like this and tap into my highlighter, and then I'm just going to go up and down my nose like so. Just right down the middle, and then again, just kind of adding a little bit of highlight to all of the high points of my face. You can even add a little bit of highlight to your Cupid's bow. So again, I like to use the side of the fan brush as well as the top of it straight on when I'm using highlighter. Now it's time to use the eye brushes. I'm going to be doing a blue look today, inspired by the Ice Queen collection. So we're going for classy Cinderella vibes. I'm gonna start by taking the E51, which is the largest blending brush in the collection. You could honestly use this for a precision highlighter brush. It's a pretty large blending brush, which I love. So I'm gonna go into this light blue shade here. It's just a matte light blue color, and I'm going to go in slowly, build up the color as we go, but I'm gonna start by taking this and just running it through the crease. This brush is great for applying a transition shade through the crease, or if you like to set your eyelids after you prime them, another perfect brush for that. So now that we have our transition color in place, I'm going to go into the next blending brush here, which is a bit smaller than the one that I was just using. As you can see here, this is the E52. And I'm going to take that brush and tap into a bit of a deeper blue. And then I'm going to start by tapping this in my outer corner. I will end up blending, but I kind of just want to place the pigment first. Look at how well the brush transferred from the palette to my eyelid. That is incredible. So again, I just want to place this where I want it generally, and then I'm going to use this same brush to blend those two shades together. Taking that same E52, I'm going to tap the tiniest bit into this dark blue color. Look at how much pigment that picked up. I'm gonna tap off the excess, and then again, I'm just going to deepen that outer corner just the tiniest bit. I'm just doing little tapping motions to distribute that pigment. I just wanted to add a little bit of extra depth to the outer corner. Now I'm gonna go in with the E55, which is a precision pencil crease brush. And again, I'm going to very lightly tap into that dark blue color, tap off the excess, and then use that to get right in the crease so that I don't go too high with the darker shades. This is great if you do detail work with your eye looks. I love to take a darker crease color and just very lightly pencil that in. You can also use a pencil brush to smudge on the lower lash line. Again, you can use makeup brushes however you want to. There's absolutely no rules. This is just how I find I like to use them and kind of what works best for me. Now I'm gonna take the Smudger Brush, which is the E56, and I'm gonna go in with this middle blue shade that we used. I'm gonna tap right into there, and then I'm going to smudge that on my lower lash line. I'm gonna make sure that I carry that up to connect with the eyeshadow in my outer corner, and I'm probably gonna go about 2/3 of the way in towards my inner corner. Now I'm gonna take the E54, which is a flat packer brush, and I'm gonna go into the prettiest metallic blue I have ever seen. Look at that color, absolutely stunning. So I'm gonna go into that shade, and that's what's going all over my lid. So I'm just loading up the brush by doing a little tap and wiggle motion like so, and then I'm going to press that and swipe onto my lid. Now a lot of times I like to use my finger to apply metallic shadows because some brushes just don't apply metallic shadow well to the eyelid. This is a different story. This honestly looks exactly, if not better, than applying with my fingertips. You guys see me use my fingers all the time, and you saw how quick that was to apply onto my lid with this brush. It's the perfect fluffiness to pick up a lot of product without causing a lot of fallout. So again, I'm going to tap and wiggle a few times like that, and then I'm going to press and swipe on my lid, and then kind of get in that inner corner, just pressing and then swiping. So if you have long nails or you're not one to get your fingers dirty when applying makeup, this brush right here, this is all you need. Then I'm just going to tap to kind of blend the edge of the metallic shadow into the matte shadows that I have in my outer corner. And then I'm gonna take the Precision Blending Brush. I was so happy to see this in this set. And I'm going to use this for my inner corner highlight. I'm going in with this super sparkly eyeshadow topper, and I'm just going to tap, again, tap and wiggle. That's what I like to do to really like pack up the product onto brushes. And then I'm gonna take this and use this as my inner corner highlight. I love using a blending brush for my inner corner highlight. I feel like it's the perfect shape. It curves, so it really just fits nicely on the inner part of my eye. So I'm just going to tap that a few times, and then boom. Look at that. It's literally the perfect size, the perfect placement. So again, just loading up that brush, and then tapping a few times, and then you are left with a beautiful inner corner highlight. You can also use the same brush to apply your brow bone highlight and kind of soften up the edges of your eyeshadow. You can use your large powder brush to get rid of any fallout that you might have. Now I'm gonna go ahead, put some mascara on, finish up the look, and then we will be back for a super special surprise. All right guys, so here is the finished look. I think it turned out so cute. I am absolutely feeling the Ice Queen vibes. I think we were pretty spot on with our inspo for the eye look from the brush set. This collection is so luxurious and beautiful and special, and these brushes are gonna look so stunning on my makeup vanity next to my other Blinged brushes sets. I love that they incorporated some new styles of brushes in this set, even unique to my brush collection in general. I love the variety. I love everything about these brushes. I wouldn't change a thing. You guys know that bling brushes are my absolute favorite, and they have been for years now, literal years. These are the only brushes that I use, and you guys can see that in my videos. I think it's needless to say I'm in love with this collection. Once again, this collection launches this Friday, December 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys set your alarms, and I will have all of the information down below in the description box for you guys in case you missed anything or you want to come back and reference it. Blingedbrushes.com is where you will find this collection, and don't forget to use code Paige for 10% off. Now, for that little surprise that I mentioned earlier, Blinged Brushes and I are actually giving away the collection over on Instagram, so make sure you guys go check out Instagram. I will have my Instagram as well as Blinged Brushes linked down below in the description box, so go ahead and head over there for details on how to enter the giveaway. I wanted to say thank you so much again to Blinged Brushes for sponsoring today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this reveal slash review. I know you guys are gonna love this collection as much as I do. I am just stunned beyond words at how beautiful it is, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on these brushes. Take pictures, tag me, tag Blinged Brushes. Let me know how much you love them. That is going to be it for today's video. I love you all so much. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!